Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm gonna do some battle footage here and get it up on the channel. You know, this is my first playthrough, and so I figured, okay, I need to start uploading some of these battles. You know, why not hit the record button and just get it out there so that people can just learn from just watching some of these fights. You know, as much fun as I'm having putting out the tutorials bit by bit, and it is nice because there's so much to talk about. It's nice to have that, but I mean, sometimes you just learn just by watching somebody play. You just watch somebody do a couple of moves and just kind of nitpick what you like and what you don't like, and you know what I mean. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna start a little playlist, and I'm gonna showcase some of the battles as they're going on. Now I wish I had thought of this sooner because I've already had a lot of crazy battles. Like I said, you guys can tell this is the Azai playthrough. This is ongoing. I actually think I'm nearing the end of it, if I'm being honest, because since this is the first playthrough, this is the slowest progression. So you guys can tell just by looking at the map that things are nearing the late game already. The Takeda and the Hojo are kind of cleaning up the eastern portion, and in the west, the Mori and the Shimazu are pretty much set up there. And my goal was to get established in the center here, but you know, playing as the Azai is really tough. It's really tough, and having the invasion by Nobunaga, I had an invasion by Nobunaga, which is like a D tier force going up against the best tier force in the game, so it was really difficult to scrape a win. So all I did was put together a major victory, a major authority victory. I got all these castles, and I immediately signed a peace treaty with the Oda, and I've stayed away from them ever since. We've been trying to go west, and we broke the Miyoshi clan's power. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The events did most of the work for me, and then I did the rest. So we're trying to clean up here in the center, trying to make something out of nothing that can hopefully stand up to the Mori, and eventually the Oda, you know, these guys over here, but I think I'm going to avoid them as long as I can head this way. So, alright, so with the situation kind of explained, let's start the fight. So, we're outnumbered by a good third. Not too much. Ooh, authority's up for grabs. So that's right. That's why I backed out of it. I was like, that's what gave me the idea. I was like, let me show off what authority can do if I win. We'll see, because we're outnumbered by quite a bit, like I said. So it's gonna come down to positioning and all that. Okay. So this video is gonna be a little longer because I'm gonna take my time through it. Like I said, just feel free to speed it up. Turn the volume down if you just want to watch the moves, you know. Okay. Thing about the Miyoshi is that their quality is not very good anymore. The passage of time really does them in, and I'm actually thinking whenever I do my first playthrough, I might turn off the events. I don't know, because it feels like some of the forces follow their historical progression. So they expand kind of in a predictable pattern. And I'm not really big on predictability. If you've watched my Three Kingdoms playthroughs, you know that I like to, you know, I like to put the deaths on random. I like to put battle deaths on high. I like to have that randomness aspect when I play. I don't really like to have too much of a predetermined outcome. So, okay, looking at this, they have 4 blocks to my 5. So if you guys saw my first video, you know that I always, my motto is just to go wide. And in this situation, we only have 1 more block, but there's enough lanes here to really make the AI make some choices. Is this on a hill? No, this is flat. Okay, so that's going to trigger Inspire. That's probably going to be the point of contention. Okay, actually, my Leech Lord is not very good at all. I mean, I bring him because you can't do your battles manually otherwise. So that's why he's here, but otherwise I just wouldn't even bother. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I think the AI actually had it set up right. I always think that I'm going to have like these big fancy moves before the battle starts, but no. 9 times out of 10 it's actually perfectly fine how the AI sets up. Once in a while you'll have a particularly strong officer that you want on a flank. You know, you'll want to roll up like a whole wing of the enemy army because you have a general that's that good, but I haven't had a general that's that good yet. So I don't know what that's like, you know? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go wide on the left side. I only have enough pressure to put them off balance on one side. We're going to send both our guys towards the middle, because that Inspire can be game breaking. It can break the deadlock. The matchup over here is 63 defense, 65 strength. I'm probably going to be a little bit less than him. Yeah, 5146, but I have Confuse. And I have level 4 muskets, which doesn't really mean a whole lot for my warlord. He's not good enough to take advantage of the muskets, but I'll tell you that right now. Do not even bother building. From what I've seen so far, so I wouldn't even bother building stables or muskets unless you have really good generals to take advantage of it. And I usually play on speed too, unless I'm gonna just clean up. Unless we're deadlocked, then I'll speed it up for a bit just to get the deadlock through quicker. Okay, so I already messed up. I wanted... Kazumasa has First Blood, which is a really good power. If he's the one that draws First Blood, well, he gets a huge attack buff. Plus 15 attack is kind of crazy. That's equal to 3 outposts. You know, each outpost will give you 5 to everything, so he gets plus 15. But I already screwed up by not having him draw First Blood. The good thing is everyone's funneled in. Now these two guys are going to have to hold out. That's going to be the tricky bit. In the meantime, we're going to capture the outpost. We're going to threaten him. We're going to make him. He's either going to have to make a choice or he's going to be frozen. If he's frozen, then that works for us. Like I said, when you go wide, you have the potential to just take out one of your opponent's extra units. See what he does. Okay, see how he's coming in? If then, that's the policy. It's just if then. If they do this, then I do that. They're already getting tired. Now these two guys, the reason I didn't bother moving them is because pound for pound they're better than these three. So even though we're outnumbered, I think we're going to be able to beat one of them back, 2 of them back as time goes on. Oh, he took too long. He didn't take it. Yeah, that's bad, but he still threaten to shoot the gap. Okay, they're exhausted, yep. Like I said, we're gonna shoot both camps. Now if he overcommits like he's doing right now, he's gonna go for our camp. We're gonna do the same thing. Ooh, yeah, now it's turning into a race. Whoa, what is this? Okay, he's pulled one off. One block's coming back. We'll draw there, we'll attack here. Well, because he pulled that block off, that's going to make the difference here. He's got the fresh guy coming in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw him off. Actually, I'm going to do both off. Let me do that. Now I have to stay here, because if I fall back, he's going to run over and try to rescue over here. It's not looking good. He can't run though, so he's still going to stand in front of him. That might give Kazuma enough time to hold the spot a little bit longer. But still, that's not good. Now he's coming in. I'm gonna try to break off. Okay, they got that, but that's fine. Run back a little bit, run back a little bit. He's gonna come to rescue the base. Okay. I think we've got enough time here. Now we're gonna snipe this one. Now we're even up on blocks. We're even up on blocks, but his blocks are completely out of position. Must get salvo for like 100. Okay, he's got it confused, ready to go. We're gonna let that rip. And then we're gonna try to get out of here. Oh, he's trying to go through. Let's go around. I need Kazumasa to route that guy, you know, that's the only thing. There he goes. Okay, now at this point, I gotta see which one of them is gonna cross. Is he gonna go for this outpost or that outpost? Because now it's gonna be 3-2 again. So again, I'm staying one ahead. I don't think I can catch up to this guy. So maybe if I come around this way. Let's see. Might as well use it. Inspire charges up pretty quickly. Falling Rocks does not. But Inspire does. So feel free to use that like. Okay, neither of the blocks are moving. Let's see what he's gonna do, because he can't get through there. Let's just keep rolling this way. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna be able to run through it, because he's routed. Oh, he is. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could run through stuff like that. Alright, okay, the other guy's coming around. Gonna chase him a bit more. Oh, that's too far. Can get caught in a pincer. Alright. Okay, so now at this point, it's the same thing. He's got confused. Okay, I need to make, there's a video I need to make. I'm gonna call it Confuse Abuse. Okay, confusion is ridiculous. Always look for an opportunity to use it, like right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into position to hit this guy. Oh, he's gonna get into position to hit me. I'm gonna try to back off if I can. No, no. There we go. I want to close in around him a little bit. Hit him with Confuse, hit him with Pincer, do as much damage as you can. Just beat down the morale. The thing about Confuse is that if you have 2 units, you set up a Pincer, you Confuse, while you're dealing all this damage, you're crippling the troops. That's the thing. So even though he's got 8,000 people, look at the attack and defense, it's 3. That's the real power of Confuse, is when you work it in unison with a lot of other things. Now if you look at the numbers that I'm losing, it's nothing. He's already finished. You know, we're only losing 20 a pop, he's losing 2 a pop. That's nothing. These numbers are already gone. So I would say always look for an opportunity to do Confuse shenanigans. Because it's absolutely ridiculous how strong it is. Retreating, they've got nowhere to go. Now we're going to do the same thing to the last guy. Let me speed it up. Oh, it's better. Same thing to the last guy. Run over there. We're going to wait for the Confuse to get filled up and then just... Ooh, you got killed? Oh, no, that was one of the subordinates. I thought it was the main guy. Alright, so we're going to get in position. And you just gotta wait. That's it. Just let whoever's got Confused, let it charge. I got a video, I think, with the Oda where I crushed, not crushed, but I handled Nobunaga mostly because of the abuse of Confuse. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check him, make sure he doesn't have a Confuse. Usually the defender will trigger first. Get him a little closer, if you want to hit him in unison, so that you can drop the morale. The tactic is great, but the killer thing is the morale that you get from beating up on him in a pincer. So it's a couple of steps, but you see? Now it's 3 and 4, now you can just clean up. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to start uploading battles like this where I can kind of just show gameplay. What I try to do to come from, you know, because you do, when you play as these smaller forces, you have to do stuff. If you want to be able to, like, really come from behind. If you want to walk into these battles where you're outnumbered and you want to be able to win them, give yourself a good chance, then you have to have, like, you know, some kind of plan and really try to make the most out of the situation. And you need luck. I mean, a lot of the times you just get really lucky. Alright, and now you guys will get to see the authority boost from that, which I think it's in a weak authority. It wasn't a major authority, so I don't think any land is going to exchange hands. But still. So you can see there, I lost 19,000, which is pretty much my whole force, but he lost his whole force too, and his force was a lot bigger than mine, so the AI is just not going to be able to sustain, you know, maybe not the first battle, maybe not the second battle, but the third battle that you win with 2-to-1 odds or close to 2-to-1 odds, the fourth battle that you win with 2-to-1 odds, the effect really starts to hamper down the AI. You'll start to get all sorts of crazy effects. You'll start to have Ronin that want to serve you. Ronin will just start, Samurai will just start appearing out of the wilds to join your team. The opponents, whoever you're fighting, their officers' loyalties will drop. So you might be able to poach some guys. They might have civil unrest in their territories. Their allies might look at them, you know, through a new lens. See, so let's see, we got 6 counties have betrayed to join your clan. So the castles didn't exchange, but the counties joined. 4 of the castles have been agitated, which is really important. When you get these authority wins, castles getting agitated is great, because it lets you maintain your momentum. So you can see now the castle is just completely done. We can just walk in and take it. Alright, we're gonna need a blockade. We just gotta storm it at this point. There's nobody in there. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Like I said, I am gonna be starting a playthrough soon, but I'm not too sure who I'm gonna use yet. I was thinking of using the Shogun at some point. That might be fun to choose the Shogun and try to reestablish the power of the shogunate at this time. I was also thinking of trying, you know, the Uesugi, Kenshin Uesugi's force, because I just watched the Uesugi. This is all that's left. The Uesugi completely got rolled up between the Hojo and the Takeda alliance. Their coordinated attacks completely destroyed Kenshin's forces. So they might be a fun force to try, just because you'll get to try to stave it off, or I don't know. It might be a fun force to try. Like I said, if not, maybe the Shogun. Yeah, there's just so many choices. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm sure you liked the video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you want more, if you want to see more of these battles, let me know. If you want to, if you have any suggestions for who to try my hand at eventually, let me know. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.